Hello, welcome to She Said What, the online lesbian talk show. And today we have Sue Kramer with us. She's the writer, the producer, the director of the movie Grey Matters. Thank you very much for joining us, Sue.
Thank you for having me.
So tell us a little bit about the movie first, since most of our audience probably hasn't seen it yet.
Well, Grey Matters, which opens on February 23rd, is about a brother and a sister who are inseparably close and end up, to their biggest surprise, falling in love with the same woman.
Interesting. That isn't a story that's been told a lot. What's the tagline for the movie? It was something really cute.
A brother and a sister who find the girl of their dreams.
That's right. That's really interesting.
That is really cute. So it's a gay movie, obviously, or with a lesbian movie. How did you come about wanting to do that?
Well, I don't like to call it a gay or a lesbian movie or a straight movie.
It's kind of like a relationship movie?
I think it's a romantic comedy that speaks loudly with a gay theme, but I don't like to kind of label it in any way. Okay. But the main character is about a girl who's struggling with her identity, played by Heather Graham, and it's about really embracing yourself and being true to who you are, and that's the most important message of the film, which in this case is, you know, she's gay and she realizes that she's always been gay, but that she has to come to terms with it and that she's been kind of hiding behind these veils for a long time. And her relationship with her brother is very close, and it's kind of, everyone's shocked that they'd fall in love with the same woman, but it kind of makes sense because they're so similar, close, right? And they love all the same things. They love old movies, they love dancing, they love design, and they fall in love with the same woman, which does actually make sense in the end.
So the main character is played by Heather Graham,
yes.
And her brother is played by Tom Cavanaugh, who, I don't know if you guys know, I love him. And then their love interest, their mutual love interest, is played by Bridget Moynihan.
Yes.
So I had the opportunity to go to a press junket this week to interview some of the stars, so take a look. So this is a very funny movie, obviously. What was the hardest scene to get through without laughing?
That's a great question.
Every scene with Tom.
Because they were mocking me. It wasn't because it was funny. It was because it was very poor performance on my part.
Right.
All right.
So most lesbian characters in mainstream movies.
Finally, we got to the lesbian
That's
question.
right. Oh, we're getting right in. That was my warm-up question.
Sure.
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
You're like,
fake you out.
And.
That's right. So most lesbians in mainstream films end up being serial killers or victims of serial killers, or they sleep with men.
Really?
Do they really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So
I gotta watch
that.
some of these.
Yeah, they're all the same, pretty much. Monster, you know, the Black Dahlia. So were you at all concerned about what might happen to your career if you played a well-adjusted lesbian who didn't end up with a guy?
Well, I wanted to see a happy gay movie. I feel like there's a lot of sad gay movies, and everyone's like, "Oh, we can't be together. It's so tragic." And I was
there's
like,
your soundbite.
"Dude, move to like San Francisco and be happy. If you're that in love, you know what I mean?" So I'm like, I'm glad there's a happy movie
why
out
San
there where someone
Francisco?
can be happy about being gay.
Why San Francisco?
Because I was thinking about Brokeback Mountain, like, why didn't they just get together? You know, like, how could they really be that in love if they aren't together?
Wait, I was
Different
wrong. I was
times.
wrong. There's your soundbite.
I don't know.
So Sue's sister Carolyn is a lesbian, and I know that she worked on the film. Did she give you, what advice did she give you that was the most helpful?
Well, one night I took her out, I got her drunk, and I just was like, just tell me everything, every detail about like when,
great.
you know, the first time you kissed a girl, like every thought you had, and she told me a lot of stuff. It was cool.
Did she give you kissing techniques?
Yeah, she gave me a tutorial, like, you know, okay, when girl on girl kisses happen, this is what you do. So it was really good to learn about that.
How
Wow.
different is
Yeah,
it?
you wanna share
I think
that?
our readers would like to know.
She was
Our
just like,
viewers.
you know, you really have to slide more, and you know, you
That's
use a little
awesome.
bit less.
So
Like,
that was
That's awesome.
that was
No,
the
I-
Carolyn Kramer
I'm
slide, not the
putting
Heather
this
Graham
down.
slide?
I don't know. You thought that was just
I
mine,
thought that was
right?
your technique.
You know what? If you're embodying her, you're doing a good acting job.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Now you are probably the envy of men and women everywhere because you got to kiss both Tom and Heather.
No,
Yes.
you're wrong there. The kissing Heather part, envy of men and women. The kissing me, envy
No, a
of
lot
no
of
one.
girls are into
Like she
you.
drew the short
Is that-
straw.
A lot of girls are into you.
I'm gonna plead the.
A lot of girls and guys are very envious of me for kissing you, Heather.
Yeah,
No,
that's
I
so
can tell you
true.
something. A lot of girls and guys are envious of me for kissing you.
This is
There we
all-
go.
A lot.
Are you guys?
People think I'm cool that I even know her. They're like, you know her? You talk to her?
It's true.
And then I'm like, yeah, I know her. You know, I have her phone number.
I
And
kissed
then
her.
I give it
even
out
kissed
to
her.
a lot
I
of
kissed
people.
her.
Yeah,
I
I kissed
stalked.
her.
You give it
If
up.
you want to
I've
reach
seen
her,
her butt.
Are you guys getting hit on more by women now since this movie's starting to come out?
I'm
I
hoping that will
did get
happen.
hit on recently. Yeah.
tell us.
No,
You
but
did?
the movie hasn't come out yet.
Okay, so yeah.
But
I
by the
was
time
hit on
they
by
see-
women
by
a
the
lot
time
more
they
when
see
I was a
this-
redhead.
By the time they see this, it is out. The movie is out. The movie is out. Abort.
So wait, redhead gets more women and brunette gets more men?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, is that true?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
I think
don't
she's
think
making
so.
that up.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
No,
Although it's a nice.
When I was a
really true.
redhead, I got
Sounds
hit
good.
on
Yeah,
by women
really.
a lot more.
Stand out more, maybe?
Maybe.
Yeah. Okay, so who's
Just
your
saying.
favorite lesbian? Lily Tomlin or Cynthia Nixon?
Hold on a second. Lily Tomlin's gay? Hold on a second. Cynthia Nixon's
Cynthia
gay?
Nixon's not gay.
She's bi. Well, she's in a relationship with a woman.
Still.
What?
Yeah, dude,
What?
catch
Oh my
up with the
God.
gossip, man, of your
You're
show.
in a lesbian movie.
Don't know anything.
You're supposed to know this stuff. Didn't they give you the reading material that they hand out to all lesbians when they come out?
No,
Whoa.
I missed that.
Whoa, well, you didn't
I
know
didn't
it-
come out
you
yet.
didn't come out yet.
What?
Well, but you were in the movie, so, you know.
What?
I didn't come out in the movie.
I feel that was kind of a conversational cul-de-sac right there. That whole
Cynthia Nixon?
Lily Tomlin? Well, how can you not love Lily Tomlin for
I think
everything?
they're both, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But you're not asking me these
I
questions.
think they're all great.
Also,
I
I've seen
say
every episode of Sex and the
They're
City.
all great. I can't choose.
Wait, the episode where Cynthia Nixon is eating the brownies and she puts them in the trash and then she eats it out of the trash. She has to pour the dishwashing liquid on it. That was a good episode.
Am I thinking of the same woman with the red hair?
Yeah.
She was on Sex and the City?
Yeah, she's married to Matthew
You
Broderick.
acted with her, right?
She's not married to Matthew
Yeah, she's married to
Broderick.
Matthew Broderick. Cynthia Nixon.
How did you choose Heather Graham for the role and ultimately end up getting her to play the part?
Well, I met with a lot of actresses, and we all, you know, with that level of actors, you usually have a meeting with them. It's not an audition. So I met with many, and I had lunch with Heather, and she was identical to how I wrote this character, because the character is very much gray matters as a double entendre. It's she's not black or white. She can't figure out what she is in life. Everything she does in life is she wants red wine and white wine because she can't decide on either. And a martini glass, she gets salt on one edge, you know, one half of the glass. And Heather is exactly like that. We had lunch, and within like 30 seconds, she was like taking food off my plate and telling the waiter that she wanted to change the salad completely. She was like, instead of the mangoes, could you put pineapple? And instead of, can I have half lemonade? And she was like making these concoctions.
You felt
and
like you were filming?
I was like literally
Okay.
like, oh my God, she really is gray. And so it was like a no-brainer. She was kind of, it was like, that's it, I found her.
So do people ask you why you made this film as a straight woman? Why you
Yes,
made
it
this
keeps
film?
coming up constantly, and I don't think that you should have a label, whether you're a gay director or a straight director or a gay actor or a straight actor. I just think that, you know, we're artists, and so this subject matter interested me. I'm so close to my sister. I also have two big love at first sight. There's a big love at first sight theme in the film, and my parents met at love at first sight at a Harry James concert 50 years ago. And they met for one night, and they got engaged 3 weeks later and been married for 50 years. And I met my husband over one day in Paris, and we wrote letters for 2 months, and then I moved to Paris, and we got engaged a couple of weeks later, and we've been together 10 years. So people ask me a couple questions. They say, can that really happen one day, love at first sight? And in French, it's called coup de foudre, which is a lightning bolt hits you. And I think that that's kind of, you know, a theme in the movie, and then the personal theme with my sister being gay. But in terms of me being a straight woman directing a gay film, I think if I can help in any way in terms of people's tolerance and opening up minds, and the nice thing is that it's been happening, even on the small screenings, tests, film festivals we've been doing. All of these people have been coming up to me going, wow, I had no idea how much courage it took to come out.
So you think a lot of people are going to go to this movie who wouldn't normally go see a movie with lesbian themes, and maybe they're going to learn something along the way? So it's sort of stealth that way?
Totally think so, or I absolutely hope so, because I don't think that this is just a small lesbian movie. I think it's a movie for everybody, and it's really about embracing yourself, and whatever that is, whether you're black or white or straight or gay or whatever that is, that you should just be comfortable in your own shoes. So I think everyone can relate to that message.
So what was your favorite scene from the film? I personally love the dancing scene.
The dancing scenes are actually my favorite scenes, both cheek to cheek until the clouds roll by. I really wanted to pay homage to like the 1940s screwball comedies, but also like the Stanley Donen Singing in the Rain, and I love musicals. And my family, we grew up like singing, you know, musicals and stuff around the house. So the dancing was a huge part of the movie for me, and really is my favorite part. When I watch Heather and Tom in that first scene, I just think like she looks like Carol Lombard. I mean, she comes on screen, she's just like this bubbly, you know, movie star presence. And but I loved the dancing. I loved working, you know, directing it as well. It was really great.
One last question before we have to go, Sue. Sure. When is the screening, and where can we?
Movie comes out on February 23rd in 6 cities, and then it comes out nationwide on March 9th. So everybody
lesbians in
should,
Iowa can get it on March 9th.
And they should get it on March
they
9th.
should get it. But go to the website, graymattersmovie.com, and the more people that get involved and push the movie, the farther the movie gets in terms of going to the suburbs and going everywhere.
Great. Thank you very much for joining us, Sue. That's all the time we have today on She Said What. We'll see you next week.